This week in wrestling history, things got strange, then serious. From last minute champions to horror angles to injuries that changed the future. This was a week where wrestling shifted between chaos, history, and real emotion. Let's get into it. This team wasn't supposed to exist. May 18th, 2003, Judgment Day. Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri challenging Team Angle for the WWE Tag Team Championships. But this wasn't the original plan. Just days earlier, Chavo Guerrero was injured. Tajiri became the replacement. Across the ring, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, one of the most polished teams in WWE. And with Kurt Angle returning from injury soon, they could not afford to lose. Then the match started. Chaos everywhere. Eddie launched himself with a frog splash off the ladder, a sunset flip powerbomb, sending Haas crashing down. And then the moment. Shelton Benjamin climbed until Tajiri stopped him. Green mist, right to the eyes. Benjamin fell. Eddie climbed the ladder, grabbed the titles, and a last-minute team became champions. This date drove Kane insane. May 19th, 2006. SmackDown. For weeks, Kane had been hearing it everywhere. May 19th. Whispered through the arena, echoing in his head. Every time he heard it, he snapped, attacking wrestlers, anyone near him. Kane claimed the date connected to the fire that destroyed his family home. But the real reason? WWE was promoting See No Evil, a horror movie starring Kane himself. And on the actual May 19th episode, everything escalated. The lights flickered. A creepy video played. A voice filled the arena. It's happening again. Kane completely lost control. And weeks later, it got even stranger. An imposter Kane appeared, wearing Kane's original mask and gear, played by a young Luke Gallows. One storyline that became one of WWE's strangest horror angles ever. This title change wasn't supposed to happen like this. May 20th, 2004. SmackDown. Chavo Guerrero Jr. was Cruiserweight champion. At ringside, his father, Chavo Classic. The two have been working together for weeks, double-teaming opponents, causing chaos. So WWE made a triple threat match. Chavo Jr., Spike Dudley, and Chavo Classic himself. Then, everything went wrong. During the match, Chavo Classic was knocked down and accidentally landed right on top of his own son. The referee counted 1, 2, 3. At 55 years old, Chavo Classic became Cruiserweight champion. Chavo Jr. was stunned. The fans were confused. And one of WWE's strangest title changes was official. This match changed WWE's entire future. May 21st, 2001, Monday Night Raw. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H, the two-man power trip, defending the tag team championships. The crowd was electric. A television match that felt bigger than a pay-per-view. Then, Jericho locked Austin in the walls of Jericho. Triple H rushed in to break it up, and as he planted his leg, his quad tore completely off the bone. No contact. Just instant agony. Triple H collapsed, but the match kept going. Jericho trapped him in the walls of Jericho on the announcer's table, and somehow Triple H endured it. Then crawled back into the ring to finish the match anyway. One mistake later, Jericho pinned Austin. New champions, and one injury that completely changed WWE's plans for 2001. This title match became complete chaos. May 22nd, 2000, Monday Nitro. 1 week earlier, Crowbar and Daffney found themselves sharing claims to the Cruiserweight Championship. So WCW wanted one answer, one undisputed champion. The best friends were forced to wrestle each other, and Daffney wanted the title. She called Crowbar to the ring herself, but once the match started, things got weird fast. A thumb war, rock, paper, scissors, then actual fighting, just in the strangest way possible. Before chaos erupted, Chris Candido and Tammy Sitch stormed the ring. All four started brawling. Tammy grabbed a steel chair, trying to hit Daffney. Crowbar stopped her, but as he turned around, Candido flew off the top rope, driving the chair into Crowbar's face. Then, Candido dropped him. The referee finally threw Candido and Tammy out. Daffney crawled over to check on Crowbar, and the referee counted anyway. 1, 2, 3. Daffney looked shocked, then ecstatic. And just like that, WCW had a new Cruiserweight champion. Fans never thought they'd see this. May 23rd, 2005, Monday Night Raw. Eric Bischoff stood in the ring, holding a funeral for ECW. He mocked the company, saying he killed ECW once and was going to kill it again. Then Vince McMahon came out, but instead of agreeing, he defended ECW, saying WWE helped keep it alive and admitting he wanted it to succeed. Then Vince made one thing clear. There was one company that really had died, WCW. And according to Vince, he killed it. Then came the moment. Paul Heyman walked out. 3 rivals, 1 ring. Heyman defended ECW and promised war at One Night Stand, before saying Eric had started a fire he could never put out. Then the funeral ended with the ECW logo up in flames. May 24th, 1999. Raw Is Owen. One night after the death of Owen Hart, WWE stopped everything. No storylines, no rivalries, no characters. The show opened with the entire locker room standing together in silence. Then a 10-bell salute for Owen. What followed was unlike anything wrestling fans had ever seen. Wrestlers speaking completely out of character, sharing real memories, real grief. Mark Henry broke down, reading a poem for his friend. Mick Foley remembered Owen's humor, even in tragedy. Matches still happened that night, but the competition didn't matter. And at the very end, Stone Cold Steve Austin walked out alone, opened 2 beers, raised one towards Owen's image, bashed them together, drank one, left the other one in the ring, and quietly walked away. Some moments were bizarre, some changed careers, and one reminded everyone that behind the characters, there were real people. Let me know which moment stood out most, and subscribe for more wrestling history every day.